punch right up the middle. Missing with the hook. That counter shot lands. What a massive upset this would be. And the Meteor just got dropped. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. One, two, three, four, five, six. You still want to fight?
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
That is a show of character.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. What a huge moment. And there's the bell for round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Beautiful counter punch. There's a counter shot. They exchange punches. Just missed with that hook. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. The Meteor crashes down to the canvas. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
That's lights out right there. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. That you say it. Night-night.
Real General's back in the building. Trust. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading. Call me a leader. Getting my peas up. Won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading. Call me a leader. Pull up on a set. I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare creps and I step like kisses. And my fit stay clean like dishes. My gal wanna give man kisses, gal wanna give man hugs. I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve, that's why nowadays man I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed, fake love might get a man drilled. I had to tell them let a man heal. Tell a man ease up, getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater, that's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher, true man I leading, call me a leader. Down for the anarchy, them man I sing to the feds like Valerie. Any violations, man I see casualty. Even my manager still can't manage me. Non-stop working, down for the salary. Everyday engine burning a calorie. Deep meditation, man can't channel me. I told them man recently, man's been on the deepest frequency. Girls that I love keep on leaving me. When I die they'll keep on grieving me. Gotta deal with this thing evenly. Gotta live this life, just breathe with me. Bad man can't make peas with me. Sit at the table and eat with me. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading. Call me a leader. Getting my peas up. Won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading. Call me a leader.
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go. Yeah. The tricks of the trade, the rules of the game. I've been to the top and I've been to the bottom. I tell you they look about the same. I can speak about comfort, I can speak about pain. You wanna come do this, study my movements, go opposite of the grain. See, I never heard of vacations, bro, that word to me is insane. I'd rather put hands in the
The crowd has been waiting for this one for a very long time. We're at Brooklyn Hall. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Up first, Kingmaker. And they will have a power advantage here. Up against them, the Meteor. As you can see, they will enjoy a... First up, Kingmaker from... Westbound. And this one has all of... High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Well done with that counter shot. Counter shot lands. Where was the and the Meteor crashes down to the canvas. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
I've got to see that again.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Beautiful counter punch. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. You've got to wonder how big... Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
You know they have an amazing relationship relationship with her coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. The straight right just misses. The perfect counter lands. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Perfect counter shot. You know, we may be in... Did you see that? The corner's got the... And down goes the Meteor. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Even up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. That'll be it. There's the bell to start round 3. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. The referee really thinking about it. And the Meteor just got dropped. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward.
I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with the squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys, feel to eliminate all. I'm trying to raise this stack, boy, so tall that it might fall. Top strike, man, I lick off the goal, so anything I set, I achieve and more. Soon bring the man them on some kind of tour. Enough liquor bottles in my rider report. I don't know why they would step to the team, I know send man airborne like fly beat. Come like this as some sci-fi scene when I lace this magic on these type of beats. I don't wanna hear no talk from a dweeb. You don't respect me if you don't pay my fees. If you don't respect me, then please better back out the way of this heat. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with the squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with the squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, step to the place where my J's are with all 9 and I'm on a mad one. I don't want no attention from that girl if she ain't a bad one. Man try tell me the 3-5 come too stinky as Cali that packs from. And if I go broke, N95's a nitro slapped on. Soon put Chef on the map, son. Don't pop with too many brothers, they captain off. Dog, I don't care about the past, that bad in the present and you can get wrapped up. I don't deal with pests, man got no fertilizer for them. Go on then run up your mouth yet again. Joe get sent all the way up like Rem. That's right. Nah, that ain't the flexo. I got J's on my feet, they're retro. They can act like they got bars. I got bars in my name like Esco. And I'll slap them off like Crespo. Go dish out the news like Metro. And it's punks know that I don't tech joke. In person, they reject smoke. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them. With a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them. With a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn.
I'm Todd Grisham, and not a seat to be had here tonight. Up first,
This bout,
we welcome you to this. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. They're both trying for a knockout. Will the referee step in? Don't believe what we're seeing here.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
A well-placed hook. They missed with the jab. Fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say,
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. And at some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
it's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
The defense failed them. Still standing.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. After what we saw in that last... Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The perfect counter lands. The champion is back for another defense. Fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Is he going to punch himself out, though? Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice defense on that hook. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. Let's get it started in round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. They block the hook. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? Looks like trouble was averted.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Tried to score with a jab. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is. There's the bell for round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Catch and shoot. This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Right uppercut just off target. Holding nothing back here in the round. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched.
Whoa, Johnny! All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? And it looks like this fight will continue. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there's the bell to start round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. punch and just got countered. Incredible work rate. Punch, counter punch. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. How about that time counter shot? Can't land that jab. This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. Will this fight continue? No, it will not. They're going to stop it.
This should have been stopped at the beginning of the round.
Well, Johnny, complete and total domination.
They ain't stopping me, I'm a pro like a Mac. Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back. Front line with my back.